Hey guys, it's Rolly and welcome back to another video. In this one I'm just kind of walking you through how I do animations in kind of a Speedpaint-esque format. I've been using this little finger tool at the top to make like round shapes, like perfect shapes, because drawing a circle and an oval that is perfectly round is hard. I was kind of going for simplicity with this piece. I wanted to focus more on exploring like the spacing between frames and its correlation to movement. I am an extreme animation noob, so I just kind of wanted to play around with that. I also like using this little mesh form tool right here to kind of squiggle it and make the shapes into the shape that I would like to use instead of perfect shapes, while keeping kind of consistent with the line art and the style. Okay, so tell me if I'm crazy, but going in and fixing your line art and making sure everything is perfect and using that little eraser tool to just smooth it out, I cannot be alone. There's something extremely satisfying with that, right? Is it just me? It might just be me. And now that the base image is done, I just kind of stick all the layers together, get rid of the ones that don't actually matter, keep the eyes separate, and I take that mouth off. You'll see in a second. I wasn't feeling it. But what I do is I just move the picture off frame, and then I make sure that I save that image as a transparent layer, and I just go in and I paste that layer on each individual frame. And here you can see me kind of flipping through to kind of get an idea of what the motion is looking like. I like to keep the onion skins on so I can have kind of a measurement as I go, but I always make sure that I'm flipping through as well. But yeah, I just kind of stick him on there evenly at first, and that's what you'll see me do right here. Do. No, I'm playing, but I think that every time I duplicate layers like this, I'm not gonna lie, I also may or may not create my own sound effects as I go and kind of play around with where I want to take it using my own voice. It's very cringy, but I have a great time. By far the best part of animation, though, to me, is watching your little animation get to work, like pressing play and just watching it go, just looking at all of your progress that you've made so far is so rewarding. So every time you see me press play and you get to watch it a little bit, just know that I needed a good dopamine hit. Now we're really on to the tedious part of figuring out that spacing. So what I figured out is the further the spacing, the faster it rolls. So what I wanted to accomplish was a slow down to a stop on that last frame. I really wanted to have the frog kind of speed in there, and then very abruptly it just kind of slows down toward the far end of the screen. That was kind of my goal. Now from there I do add a little bit of expression and story toward the end, but that wasn't really the goal of this piece. All aboard the struggle bus of figuring out what exactly I wanted to do with this frog's mouth. What is that? Anyway, moving on. Okay, so when you have all of your features on one layer, the onion skin makes it impossible to figure out where your mouth is or your little details that are on that layer. So what I did was I made a separate layer for the mouth and I turned the transparency down. I created a layer above it and also turned that transparency kind of down so that I could figure out exactly where everything was. Kind of like creating my own onion skin. This is what I usually do with my illustrations, like drawing over my sketch to create my line art and stuff like that. So I just kind of translated that into animation. Here I didn't really feel the need to do that as much. I felt that flipping through I was able to get enough of a grasp where things were before. I just kind of duplicated the layer, drew down a little bit lower. It wasn't that serious, but when it came to the mouth, it felt like it needed to be more precise. In this video, I don't really go into how I put everything together to get my end result. I'm really just showing you my animation process. You can definitely expect that video soon though, so keep an eye out. Now it's time for the obligatory self-promotion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and if you made it this far, if you could comment your favorite fruit, or ask a question, leave some feedback. Like I said, I'm a beginner animator, and thanks for sticking it out this far, guys. I really appreciate it. And now for the final product. Thanks for watching. See you next time.